Well, no, like the other people she has talked to, they were just talking. They never did. After David, she's like talked to like 30 guys. You know that, right? Close to.
Maybe not 30,
Close.
I think there was like 5, but yeah.
No. There's a little more than that.
All right, folks, welcome to game 2 here from Aurora Sports Complex. The Bombers taking on Zimmer. SJ 14ers Zimmer. Looks like Jace Verardi has garnered the start on the mound. Jason, his last outing, plenty of strikes. That's exactly what we need. Hey, yours is bigger than mine. Jace warming up. Let's take a look at the rest of the boys. Looks like over at first we've got Adam Barth. Adam, I think, getting the call over at first because Nolan our normal first baseman was pitching in the first game, came around on a close play at home and injured himself on a dive trying to avoid a tag. So Nolan not at first, Adam Barth at first. Second base looks like Chance Van Gieson in his signature pink shoes. Third, we got Henry Gardner, and I think shortstop is Mason Chalupa, and we're getting underway here. All right, first pitch, a ball. Get the scoreboard going here in just a second. Second pitch hit deep to left field, over the head of, boy, I'm not sure who's out there. Throw to third, offline. He's coming! And the runner makes it all the way around the bases on the terrible throwing around the ball field by the Bombers, and nobody covering that ball behind the plate when it went past third. Jace, our newest pitcher, I think. So Bombers not off to a great start here. That ball fouled up, or hit up high over to the first base side, and Adam Barth making the easy play in foul territory for the Bombers' first out. All right, so the Bombers off to a bad start, but recovering quickly with the out there. We've got one out. Bombers down by one, nobody on. That ball also hit high. Jace got a line on it, and sorry I didn't get that on camera, but that was just to the left of the pitcher's mound. Jace scooched over there about 6 feet to his left and made the catch. So Bombers again recovering quickly from that flub on the first batter. Now have two outs, and our pitcher camera having a little trouble connecting. We'll try and improve that here in a minute, but Bombers make another easy out. That one on a grounder to Chance at second base, and the Bombers, after giving up the first batter on a throw around the field, giving up a run, have gone 1, 2, 3 on the next three batters. We'll turn the field over and we will go on offense. The Bombers, the home team this game. That means we will bat last no matter what, unless we are ahead and time has expired. Coach Dusty walking by here. We'll talk about Coach Dusty here in a minute, but that is the infamous Coach Dusty heading over to third base, where he's going to post up and coach the boys around third base to home. Looks like we do have a new umpire for a new home plate umpire for this game, I believe. Not 100% sure about that, but it looks like a new one to me. All right, up to bat first for the Bombers is Mason Chalupa, who takes the first pitch. 65 miles an hour. That's near the top end that the Bombers see, so plenty of speed with this pitcher. That one way down low for a ball. That's ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Mason looking to start the Bombers off with some offense here. Ooh, Mason takes that one high up between the shoulders and the elbows and doesn't swing. Umpire liked it and said that's a strike. That one down low. A nice fastball, 67 miles an hour. That ball looked to be in the center of the zone, tailed just a hair, and caught Mason swinging over the top of it. Evens the count at 2. That one high, real close on that one, up near where that other strike got called up high. So Mason got a little bit lucky on that, needed to protect, didn't. Mason swings hard on the next pitch and pulls it foul over to the first base side. The pitcher, Krause, looks like is his name. Got quite an arm. That one's straight down the pipe, but Mason fouls it back over the screen and onto the building behind. Mason, a real good battle here. We have a full count. Mason swings at another one, fouls it back to the screen. Continuing the battle. That one inside and puts Mason on base. Mason hustling down to first. The walked batter can take a second base if they're feeling brave and they take a little bit of a risk if they can catch the defense sleeping. But SJ 14ers were not sleeping on that one, and they had Mason. So he was wise to stop at first. Mason taking a hair of a lead. He goes. The throw down, not on line, squirts out to the outfield, but Mason stops at second. All right, Adam Barth up to bat here. We got a 1-1 count. Adam does love to hit with runners in scoring position. Mason taking quite a lead out here. He's stealing, and he'll be up easy. And he is going to stay at third on the overthrow. The left fielder had come over, did a good job covering that overthrow. All right, Adam with a chance to tie the game up here. All right, we've got time. All right, Adam steps back in. Adam swings and fouls it back to the screen. Evens the count at 2. We got 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 on, runner on third. No outs. Adam puts it into play onto the right side, squirts through the infield. That'll bring Mason in. Adam takes a turn at first and stops. So with a base hit, Adam Barth ties the game, bringing Mason Chalupa in. That'll bring up Chance Van Gieson. All right, once again, we got no outs. Tie game. Adam goes. He's up easy. Ball squirts into left field. No one covers it. And Adam's easy around to third. And now he's rounding the base coming home. And he is in for the go-ahead run. The Bombers now up by one on a couple of stolen bases by Adam Barth. All right, that cleans the bases off, but Chance is still up. So Chance, 1 ball, no strikes. Getting the offense started again for the Bombers. That ball in for a ball. Yeah, 2 balls, no strikes. That one inside for ball 3. Chance with his pick of the next 3 pitches. That one straight down the middle for a strike. Chance taking all the way, didn't even stride. All right, Chance fouls that one way back over the screen, hits the roof of the building behind. Glad it hit that roof, because otherwise it might have hit a parent. The area between the fields pretty crowded today. 20 teams playing in this 4-field tournament at this level. Chance pops it right up straight to the pitcher, who makes the easy grab. That'll be the first out for the Bombers. We've got Bombers up by 1. 1 out. And Jack Bride's coming up to the plate. Jack takes the first pitch straight down the middle for a strike. All right, that ball low and inside. The count is 1-1. The bases are clean. The Bombers are up by 1. That one sails high over the catcher's head. The count is 2 balls, 1 strike. Bombers have 1 out, nobody on. That ball low in the dirt. 3 balls, 1 strike. Ball sails high, and Jack hustles down to first, but the catcher has the ball, and Jack will stop there. All right. Once again, Bombers up by 1. Jack Bride's aboard on first. Looks like it's going to bring up Trey Henry after a little bit of a conference on the mound. Coach looking at that mound like it's got a problem. It certainly has a little bit of a lip on the front end. Let's see if I can get a shot of it. You can see the shadow of that lip on the front end of the mound, and definitely a little bit dangerous if your plant foot falls right there at the end of the mound. Our tallest pitcher, Trey, who's coming up to bat now, he didn't seem to have any trouble with it last game, so I think probably just settling his pitcher there. All right, pitcher looks over at first, but Jack not taking much of a lead at first. Once again, the pitcher steps back, looks over at Jack, and Jack doesn't even move this time. Still with a two-step lead. All right, Jack hits a good one to high up to behind second base, and that is easily caught, I think, by the second baseman who would come over to make that grab in the air. That leaves Jack at first. That'll be 2 outs for the Bombers. So we got 2 down. Bombers up by 1. Up at the plate is Rhett Ekman. Rhett, our catcher for the first game. Pitcher throws over to first and not in time to catch Jack, who was not really taking much of a lead. It's probably just reflexive on the pitcher's part because Jack wasn't going nowhere. Jack does go now. And that ball way offline. Jack easily in. So Jack steals a base. That puts him in scoring position. Again, Rhett Ekman up to bat. Rhett, 1 ball, no strikes. On that one, the catcher was up on both feet, crouched down, trying to catch Jack stealing again, but Jack wasn't going nowhere, so a little bit of a wasted pitch. Did get a strike, though. That one fouled way back behind. Once again, hits the roof on the building in between fields. Jack now down in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs with, sorry, not Jack, Rhett, 1 ball, 2 strikes, Jack on second. That ball sails high. That'll put Jack over at third easily. All right, Jack now at third. Rhett has even the count at 2. That ball low and inside. Rhett wants none of it, lets it go, and that is a full count. So we have a full count. Jack rides on third, taking a generous lead, about 10 feet, maybe 15 now. Nobody covering. That ball sails high, and that'll walk Rhett Ekman, who hustles up the line. And he'll stop at first. That's going to bring up Andy Dahl. Andy, one of our quickest runners. He'll be pushing Rhett from behind. Rhett on first, and Jack rides on third. Pitcher looks over at Rhett, chases him back to the base. All right, runners at the corners, 2 outs. Wow, this is an ill-advised steal. Somehow makes it, and they throw behind the runner at first, at third, inexplicably allowing Jack Brides to score. That just a terrible play. Apparently this team has not heard about not throwing behind a runner. Okay, well, Andy now with Rhett Ekman at second. Takes that pitch for a strike. He was taking, I think, all the way, did not stride very much on that. Said it looked outside, I think. No balls, 1 strike. That one down in the dirt. Rhett staying at second for now. Catcher's going to go talk to his pitcher. Okay. Runner on second for the Bombers, Red Ekman. Andy Dahl up to bat, 1-1. That ball inside, that's 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, runner on second. Red getting a little bit of encouragement from Coach Dusty to take a big lead since there's no one holding him on. That ball low for ball 3. We have 3 balls, 1 strike. And Andy's got 2 pitches to make it count here. Andy takes a big swing at that pitch right down the middle and misses it just a little bit for strike 2. Now we have a full count. And here comes our payoff pitch. Red goes. And the catcher thought he had strike 3, held it there, did not throw over to third, and that allowed Rhett to advance to third base. Andy up here at first took advantage of that 4th ball. That brings up Henry Gardner. Henry with runners at the corners, 2 outs. And Andy goes. Looks like the team's learned their lesson and doesn't throw behind the runner. All right, Henry ready to go. Runners in scoring position. Takes a big swing at that ball right up at the numbers. Love to see that good aggressive swing. Henry ready for the next pitch. That ball low. That one, correct height, looked a little bit outside. Henry didn't like it, so he didn't swing. But that'll be strike 2 on Henry. The count is 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 runners in scoring position. That ball deep inside, and that evens the count at 2. Henry being patient here, waiting for the pitch he likes. Henry gets the pitch, sends it right back at the pitcher, who tosses it over to first base for the out. And that'll be the 3rd out for the Bombers. Bombers strand 2 on the frame. Bombers up 3-1 after 1 inning. We're going to step aside and say
Flatiron's Dance is a dance studio home to ages 2 to adult. We offer classes in jazz, tap, lyrical, ballet, and competition team. I started Flatirons because I've grown up in Arvada. I love this town. I love the people here. My family and I reside in Arvada. And I just wanted a studio, much like the studio that I grew up in, a family environment that is fun and teaches kids dance while teaching them other skills.
All right, looks like Jace Verardi's climbing back onto the mound for the Bombers for a second inning. Jace with quick 3 outs after the Bombers fumbled the first batter. Looks like Will Hall gets the start at catcher for this game. A decent throw down. A high pitch hit over to shortstop. Mason bobbles it a little bit and can't make the play. So no throw, and that puts a runner on for the 14ers. So 14ers with 1 runner on and no outs. Down by 2, looking to do some damage here in the second inning. That a real nice breaking ball, but a throw nowhere near in time. That ball took about 75 years to get to the plate, and Will had 0 chance to throw that down to second. So that a stolen base for the 14ers. That popped high. Will's got a beat on it, but can't make the play behind the plate, and that'll be a dead ball. Okay. Jace climbing the mound again. Runner on second. No outs. That ball outside. We got 1 ball, 2 strikes. That ball dropped, third strike, is coming down to first, but not in time to get the runner. That'll put the other runner on third. We now have runners at the corners with no outs. Bombers have the go-ahead, or the 14ers have the go-ahead run at the plate now. That ball high and slow, but batter pulls his bunt back. Don't think he was serious about that bunt. It's not the right time for it. Got runners at second and third. But that did pull the infield in, so we do have Henry pulled in a little bit, and we got Adam pulled in a little bit. And swings at a real high pitch, come a million miles outside the zone. Okay, not sure what that was, but it looks like it was maybe a drop third, and Will didn't know. All he had to do was tag the runner, so he threw it down to first. That's okay. Adam made the out. We now have 1 out. That ball hit sharply to the shortstop, and he lets it squirt past into the outfield. 1 runner stops at third, but 1 runner scores on the play. It's now 3-2 Bombers. Bombers ahead by 1. Looking to limit the damage after the first 2 batters got aboard. Runners at the corners. We do have 1 out. That ball hit right back up the middle to the shortstop Mason, who throws it over to first for the second out. That scores the runner from third on the play, and the 14ers have tied it up here in the second inning. It is now 3-3. Jace taking his time to climb back onto the mound, settling himself. 14ers have a runner on second, who's now advancing to third on the passed ball. All right, we got 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs, runner on third. And once again, an umpire standing right in our strike zone. Inevitable, I suppose. Batter makes very little attempt to get out of the way of that one. Takes the ball on the hip and ends up on first. So once again, the 14ers with runners at the corners. And we're going to have a little conference here at the mound. Coach Dusty come out to settle his infield. All right, 3 outs there for the Bombers. We are tied at 3 after 2 innings. The Bombers, after an inning and a half, we are tied at 3. The Bombers looking to get back on offense. I think we'll leave it there. That fine adjustment, a little cantankerous from out in the outfield. Camera bouncing around a little bit in the Aurora wind. A nice tag out to center field puts Will Hall on board and brings, I believe, Jace over to third base. I want to say that's Jace on third, but I am not positive. Yep, it is Jace. Jace is on third. Will's on first. No outs for the Bombers. Mason Chalupa up to bat, takes the first pitch for a ball. All right, that pitch about 17,000 feet high. Will taking the base on that next pitch. 14ers not throwing because we got a runner on third. So runners now on second and third, no outs, 3 balls, no strikes, and Mason takes a strike right down the middle. I hear there's an unwritten rule in baseball that if the pitcher's struggling, you don't swing on that. All right, so they actually came home on that one instead of going over to first for the force play. And that, I think, hit the catcher in the mask or something because I heard a click. Sorry, I didn't have the camera on it, but coach is going to come out here to settle the 14ers infield, have a little talk with them, make sure that they all know what they're doing. Looks like he's making a little bit of a change. Again, no outs, and Mason had advanced to second after the 14ers threw that ball home, allowing him to take first base. He went ahead and took second before the play ended. So the Bombers have runners on second and third. Will Hall at third, Mason Chalupa at second. Mason, quite a fast runner, and he'll be chasing Will, trying to score right behind him if there's a base hit. So that'll be fun to watch. They're gonna conference over here with Coach Dusty. Make sure that we have our signals straight, know what we're doing. Conference still going on the mound here. Umpire checking his watch. Okay, we've got a new pitcher, it looks like, so we'll give him a chance to warm up. All right, you can ignore that number 85. That was not a pitch. I don't know. Stray radar reading. 57, the first pitch from the new pitcher. So we should see, somewhere around 60 here. 58. I think that last pitch was a slider. Came in at 56. That one high and not quite in the zone. 52. Slowed it down a little bit there. Probably trying to throw Adams off as he was standing to the side, timing that up. That ball high. No balls. I'm sorry, 1 ball, no strikes. Runners on second and third. Adam, big swing, hacks it up into the center field. That is dropped in center field, and the runners both stay put, but Adam with a high fly ball that drops into center field, hit the center fielder's mitt, but sorry, not the center fielder. I think the shortstop had come back to cover that, but it hit his mitt and it flew out. So Adam Barth on first now, the Bombers with the bases loaded and no outs. Pitcher checks the runners. Mason on second, taking quite a big lead. That ball low and outside. I think we have misplaced our scorekeeper. I have no idea what the count is. Chance lines one in over to third base, who comes home with the ball, and they get the force out at second, but then the throw to third sails into left field, and that'll score Mason from third base. Mason had advanced to third on the line drive to the third baseman, who threw home, and they got the force out. Will Hall put out at home, but then the catcher threw it away into left field, and that brought Mason home. We now have Adam Barth over here at third, who's playing a little bit of a game with the catcher, kind of daring him to throw. Up for the Bombers is Jack Brides. Jack looks at that one. They caught the outside of the plate, and that is a strike. So we now have 2 strikes on Jack. 2 strikes, no balls, 2 strikes. Runners on second and third. On second is Chance Van Gieson. That one far outside. Catcher does a good job of keeping that from going behind him. Okay, Jack probably wants that swing back. Took a big cut at that one and missed, and that'll sit Jack. So we now have 2 outs, 2 on, and Trey Henry up to bat. Trey struggled a little bit in the last game with his bat, but had a tremendous pitching performance. Fouls this first one over the left field side of the backstop. Third baseman has come over to hold Adam, but then bounces back. Wow, Trey lines it into center field. The center fielder can't come up with it, and that'll score 2 for the Bombers. Both runners moving on contact since we had 2 outs. Trey with 2 RBIs on a fly ball into center field that is mishandled by the center fielder, who made a slide tackle kind of catch and couldn't come up with it. The pitcher looks over at Trey at first, settles and delivers that ball outside, and Trey, making the slide, did not get there in time, and an absolute laser from the catcher catches Trey on his face-first slide, putting Trey out and ending the inning for the Bombers. The Bombers, with 4 on the frame, are now up 7-3, and the bats have come alive for the Bombers as the 14ers have struggled with their pitching. We are going to thank a few sponsors. We'll start with Coach Dusty. As I mentioned Coach Dusty earlier, Coach Dusty runs a small American family agency, been coaching the Bombers for many years, is helping me protect everything that's important to me with home, auto, and umbrella policy. And if you haven't changed insurance in a few years, well, that's something you ought to take a look at. You know, insurance companies tend to jack their rates up every year without fail. I suspect if you've had your insurance carrier for more than a year, you've seen an increase, and those things add up over time. So why don't you give Dusty a call? Let him give you a competitive quote. I know when I switched over to Dusty a few years ago, I got tremendous savings, ended up with about $300 back every 6 months, right back into my pocket, and that was a good deal for me. And at the same time, he made sure that all the insurances that I have all have the right deductibles and the right limits, making sure that not only am I protected, but the other folks driving alongside me and my wife, and as of the 1st of next month, my daughter will be protected as well should the worst occur. And that is a quick reminder, my daughter is getting her license on May 1st, so I think all of you should take this opportunity to check your insurance, make sure that you're covered for whatever life may bring. I am certainly taking that opportunity to check and make sure that I am covered for whatever life brings. Also got Kelly Cates over at Just Add Water giving us a sponsorship this year. Appreciate him. He does sprinklers and gutter cleanouts, so if you need either of those things to get your house ready for spring, why don't you give him a call. And last but not least, we got Knight Exteriors. Knight does pretty much everything else on the outside of your home, so if you need any work done, give them a call. Okay, we have our first pitch in for a ball. Jace Verardi back on the mound for the Bombers. Bombers up by 4. That ball high. Batter does not make an attempt to get out of the way, but instead kind of moves back a little bit so it doesn't hit him in the face, and instead hits him in the shoulder. So 1 aboard on the hit batsman. Always funny to see certain teams are coached certain ways, and that team is definitely coached to take those inside ones get hit. Batter shows bunt, doesn't pulls it back, doesn't bunt through the ball, and runner advances to second on the pitch. So we now have 1 ball, no strikes, runner on second. Jace looking like he's struggling a little bit with control as we start off this 3rd inning. That ball strike low, got in there for a strike, and runner makes a nice steal over to third as Will Hall couldn't hold on to the ball behind home plate. So we now have a runner at third, 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 balls, 1 strike, no outs, runner on third. That fouled off to the right field side. Goes over by the playground, but no children injured on the play. All right, Jace back set, ready to deliver. That ball, perfect strike on the outside, high side of the plate, and sits down in the batter. So first out for the Bombers. We have 1 out, 1 at third, and a new batter coming up for the 14ers. That ball hit up the third base side. Henry Gardner couldn't handle it, and that'll score 1 for the 14ers. Henry looking like there might have been a hole in his glove there. Not very pleased with himself. He'll need to shake that off. So we got another right-handed batter coming up, and inevitably that'll go to that side of the field. This quite a stout boy. Looks to be about 240 pounds, about 6 feet tall. Was trying to take one off the helmet there, but it didn't manage to make contact. So first pitch in there for a ball. Runner takes first on the play, or second on the play. So he'll be credited with a stolen base. That pitch, wow. That pitch skied, absolutely skied about, gosh, it had to be 100 feet in the air. Came back towards the backstop, and Will Hall couldn't find it in time to try to make a play on it. Landed about 5 feet short of the backstop, so you could have made a play on it if you'd have found it. All right, that one high for a ball. We got 2 balls, 1 strike. This batter looking like he skies another one into center field this time. AD back to grab it, does make the catch. Throw over to third, and Henry makes the tag for the third out, getting the Bombers out of the inning. The Bombers with a tremendous defensive play there, and quite a throw over to third to get the runner who probably should not have tried to advance on that. That ball not really that far into center field that he should have tried to take that third base. Just decided to go and frankly got caught about 15 feet short by the time Henry had good control of the ball. So just a terrible play on the 14ers' part, and that cost them an out and saves the Bombers at least 1 run. And the Bombers now, maintain their lead, losing 1. They are up by 3 with the bottom of the 3rd inning coming up. Grandma Janet on a bus to Branson, Missouri at the moment, watching on her phone, wondering why the camera was moving, and texting me saying, hey, the camera's moving all around. And what she didn't know was the wind had blown it a little bit off course, and I was trying to make some corrections and moving it around a little bit. I have a little remote control that lets me move it around from here behind home about 300 feet away, and you know it's not got real fine control, so it's a little bit hard to control. I typically have to move it back and forth and up and down about 20 times to kind of get it where I want it. It is a little bit to the right of where I wanted it to be, but that's okay. At least I've got a good view of home, and the pitcher is in frame and the mound is in frame, so I think we're going to leave it right there, and as long as the wind doesn't take our camera in center field and do too much with it, this is where we're going to leave it for now. So sorry about all the camera movement, Graham and Janet. Sorry for making you dizzy. Hope you're not getting car sick. And enjoy your bus ride over to Branson. About 2 p.m. here in Denver. Game has gone for about an hour. We got another 43 minutes left to play. Bombers will try to hold on to their lead and perhaps extend it this inning. Bombers up 7-4. Up to bat first this inning for the Bombers is Rhett Ekman. Rhett, our catcher for game one, is I think just batting in this game. Rhett takes the first pitch for a ball. Rhett takes the second pitch, definitely was not swinging, had stepped back. I guess it looked a little bit inside, but it did catch the inside edge of the plate, and that is strike. So now Rhett unfortunately with a 1 ball, 2 strikes count as he fouls the third pitch off behind the screen. So 1 ball, 2 strikes for the leadoff hitter for the Bombers in the bottom of the 3rd inning. All right, Rhett takes that one, evening the count at 2. The count is 2-2. That wind playing a little bit of havoc with the camera again. You could see has actually improved our framing, so we're not too mad about that one. Let's hope it stays there. Rhett hits one up the third base line. Third baseman has it, makes the throw over to first, not in time. Rhett with a good strong run over to first has started the Bombers off with a base hit, an infield hit to the third baseman who doesn't get it over to the first baseman in time. Even if that throw had been on line, it would not have been in time to catch Rhett. All right, up for the Bombers is Andy Dahl. Andy, a tremendously fast base runner. If he can hit it over to that third base side, he too will make it. But he decides, heck no, I'm hitting it deep out to the right field side of center field. And Andy rounding second, now going over to third, and he's caught in a pickle. He's over by second now, and now he's over by third. He's going in for the slide, and they drop the ball, and Andy is safe, and we are going to credit him with a 3-bagger. Andy with the 3-bagger scores 1, and the Bombers are back up on top by 4 with Henry Gardner coming up to the plate. Andy, a very fast runner, does love to run, does get a little bit aggressive at times, got a little bit aggressive on that one, but managed to get out of the pickle and end up on third. Hank ducking that first pitch that was high and inside. Again, some teams coached to allow themselves to get hit, some teams not coached that way, our team not coached that way. So you'll see our guys not be taking inside pitches on the body on purpose. So Andy chased back to third by the catcher after the ball. We have 2 balls, no strikes. Henry Gardner up to bat, Andy Dahl on third base. All right, that ball high, and that'll be ball 3. Henry will have his pick of the next 3 pitches. So he'll probably be taking on this one, but we'll take a look and see. Henry does look like he was going to swing, but the ball low and away, and Henry doesn't like it, so he jogs up to first. Henry now on first, Andy on third. And that brings up Jace Verardi Jace, our pitcher, is, now we got to throw down to second. Henry stealing on the play. I have no idea why they're throwing that behind the runner at third, but they got away with one as Andy was sleeping, did not come home on the throw. Henry now playing the clapping game with the pitcher, taking a generous lead. Jace takes a big whack and misses the ball, so comes underneath it, and that now 1 ball, 1 strike on Jace. 2 runners on, runners at second and third. Jace takes an outside pitch for strike 2. 2 strikes, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runners on second and third. Henry on second, Andy on third. That ball low and outside, evens the count at 2. That ball lined over to the third baseman who can't handle it, and it squirts to the outfield. That's going to score 1. Henry is at third, and Jace Verardi is at first. So the Bombers continuing their hitting ways. Now have runners at the corners and are up by 5 runs. The score is 9-4. Will Hall up to bat. Will, our catcher for this game. Henry playing the clapping game over here. That pitch low for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Runners at the corners. Jace Verardi looking to potentially steal here. Jace does go on the play. No throw. No throw, and Jace now on third, so we have 1 ball, 1 strike. Runners on second and third. At ball high. Okay, 2 balls, 1 strike. Runners on second and third. Bombers up by 5. Will Hall to bat. That ball outside. We got, looks like a 3-1 count. 3-1 is the count. Runners on second and third. That ball stroked down the middle. They come home with it, and I think they've called Henry out, but I'm not positive. Okay, it does look like they've called Henry out. Mason takes the first pitch for a strike. We got runners at first and second. All right, Mason with a big swing is now down 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 runners on, runners at first and second. We have 1 out. Bombers are up by 5. Mason with a big cut strikes out. We've got two outs now for the Bombers, bringing up Adam Barth, who will look to clean up the bases here a little bit. Adam, loving hitting with runners in scoring position, usually has a real good slugging percentage. Adam readies himself, swings at the first pitch, which runs over to the second baseman who can't handle it. Adam is safe at first, and there was actual close play at second, but Will manages to stick his foot on the bag for to stay safe, and now the bases are loaded for the Bombers. We got Jace Verardi on third. Will Hall on second and Adam Barth on first. That brings up Chance Van Gieson and his signature pink shoes. That ball low and outside for ball one. 2 outs, bases loaded. Chance with an opportunity to do some real damage here with a base hit. That ball high and inside. Chance ducking it, and we now have 2 balls, no strikes. Chance lines it over to third. It's fielded cleanly by the third baseman, who throws it a little bit outside to the first baseman, who retrieves the ball and steps back on first base for the third out. Bombers strand 3 on the frame, but are up by 5.
Hey, YouTube, is this live?
Hold on. Andy Dahl, our guest.
I hit a triple. Bye.
Andy bragging about his triple. I don't think he was bragging about overrunning second and getting caught in that pickle, but he did manage to get himself out of it. Okay. Well, the Bombers will take the field now, play a little bit of defense here at the top of the 4th. It brings up the top of the 4th inning with the Bombers up by 5. It looks like Jace Verardi is heading back to the mound, who had really 3 good innings. Did get a little bit down, I think, in the 3rd inning there, but does seem to have recovered some energy and is looking peppy for the 4th inning. All right, Jace with a couple of real nice strikes to Coach Patrick, who's out there catching while Will gets his gear on. Coach Patrick, Adam Barth's older brother, helping us out this season, doing a little bit of coaching. I think the boys really like having somebody closer to their own age. Coach Patrick plays for St. Anne's, I believe, high school player. So good experience, good baseball sense, really helping the boys out with attitude and effort this year. All right, looks like we've changed catchers. I think we've got, I cannot tell who's in at catcher at this point. Now I can tell it is Rhett Ekman. Rhett with an absolute dart down to second base. Rhett coming back into the game as catcher, and he is looking to help the Bombers maintain our 5-run lead. All right, here we go. Jace has mounted the mound. Throws his first pitch high for a ball. That one about 6.5 feet in the air against a batter who's no more than about 4.5 feet. That one a little better. Scooped up by Adam Barth. Oh, covering the bag was Chance, who couldn't quite get there in time. Tough play for the Bombers. Adam had to come in to make the play on the short hit ball over near in between the pitcher's mound and first, and Chance had to come all the way over from second to cover. Couldn't quite get there in time, had a little bit of an awkward catch. Runner goes. Ball squirts into the outfield. Runner's safe at second. The runner, I believe, coach's kid. Last name is Zimmer. The 14ers are coached by a Zimmer, so I suspect that's the coach's kid on second. Jace delivers a ball. That one, a nice slow 48-mile-an-hour ball, drops in for a strike. 1-1 is the count. That one high and inside, and Jace now down. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. Runner on second. That one high and inside, and this batter not taking them the way other batters from this team have. So he garners the walk. So we got runners on first and second, and now Jace looking to work himself out of a little bit of a jam. Delivers a strike first pitch. Jace has definitely lost a little bit of energy off of his ball. Is now starting to aim the pitches. You can see him trying to aim the pitches down the right part of the base. Throw over to second. Runner safe. Looks like the umpires are going to have a conference now. They're calling a balk, and that is going to move the runners over. Okay, the umpire is telling, the field umpire is telling Jace that the mistake he made was to cross over when he stepped off the back of the rubber, instead of stepping off the back of the rubber with his back foot. So you have to, once you're set, you have to step off the rubber with your if you're a right-handed pitcher, with your right foot, and then you set your right foot behind the rubber, and then you're free to move. Instead, he crossed his left foot over his right. Okay, that ball hit right back up the middle to the second baseman. He throws it over to the first baseman. It squirts past Adam Barth on a low throw. He throws it back to second, and they do make the tag for the out at second base. So the Bombers do get the runner, or the batter runner, but both runners score. So that scores 2 for the 14ers. Bombers do end up with 1 out on the play. All right, clean bases. Clean bases, Bombers up by, I believe, 3. Yep, Bombers up by 3. Nobody on. The runner at first had tried to take an extra base on the ball that had squirted past Adam Barth at first, and got caught when Adam Barth threw an absolute dart to Chance over at second. Chance made the tag on the runner. Jace now struggling a little bit with that delivery. I do think coach is going to try to squeeze the rest of this inning out of him, but you never know if he'll make it all the way. That one in for a strike. At 48 miles an hour, really a pretty good pitch considering how many Jace has thrown. No doubt Jace getting tired at this point. Jace delivers a nice one, which falls into left field. And you throw strikes. It's what you're supposed to do at this age, and sometimes the batters catch those strikes in the right spot and they get a base hit. So kudos to the 14ers batter, who looks like his name was Traeber, managed to catch that ball just right and landed into left field. Jace delivers, and Rhett throws a pretty good throw down over to second, but doesn't manage to get the runner. So credit Traeber with a stolen base for the 14ers. 14ers now with the tying run in the on-deck circle. Jace, the starting pitcher, right now on track for a win. That ball roped into left field. We'll bring it home and see if we have a play. Nope, no play. That hit the runner and squirts away. Unfortunate because that means that the batter was able to advance to second base. All right, looks like Coach Dusty wants time to go talk to the infield, make sure that they're settled down. Again, sometimes you throw strikes, sometimes they manage to hit them, and you depend on your defense to back you up. Sometimes they place the hits really well, and sometimes there's not much you can do about it. So 2 well-placed hits have scored one for the 14ers, and the Bombers up by 2 now, looking to maintain their lead, settle down, and throw more strikes, get more outs. All right, meeting over. Bombers will reposition. We've got Jace with a real nice high pitch against a tall batter who thinks he's taller than he is. Looks to be about 6'1", swings at a pitch that was at least 6'3". That ball down in the dirt goes behind Rhett. Rhett runs back to cover, or to retrieve the ball, while Jace comes about halfway down to cover home should the need arise. Runner stays at second on the play. So 14ers down by 2 have the tying run at the plate. He turns, tries to get hit by that pitch and fails. Nope, the umpire says he was hit by the pitch, so sends him down to first. And once again, this batter and this team, kind of weenie moves, trying to get hit by pitches on purpose. All right, Jace with a real nice strike there. Evens the count at 1. Bombers with 1 out and the go-ahead run at the plate. Jace looking to limit the damage now. Delivers a high pitch for a ball. That'll be ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Runners on first and second. Jace with his pitches just fall off the table right at the plate, and that one the batter just swung level and it fell off right before. Again, the ball falling off the table in front of the bat, and the batter just unable to compensate for the movement on Jace's pitches. All right, so we got 2 outs. Bombers trying to keep their lead by making some defensive plays here. Jace first pitch to this batter with a real high ball. We got 1 ball, no strikes. Runners on first and second. Looks like we have 2 balls, no strikes. Strike would be good here. A strike is what we get, and that one roped up the left field line. Henry Gardner running to get it in left field has relayed the ball in to Chance, who has the ball and holds the runners. I'm sorry, not Chance, that's Mason. Mason playing shortstop had the ball, held the runners at second and held the runner at second, but that scores, I believe, 2, and that should be a tie game. That should be a tie game. All right, unfortunately for Jace, that's going to mean no decision at best. I do believe this will be his last inning. That ball down in the dirt advances the runner to third on the wild pitch. Coach is looking to not have to use another pitcher here. We'll be trying to keep Jace in the game. Obviously don't want to give up the lead, but don't want to use another pitch. That one hit deep to center field. Rolls almost all the way to the fence. Does score the runner from third, and Mason has the ball and will run it back in now. Bombers have given up the lead. 14ers now 10 runs to the Bombers 9, and that'll bring Coach Matt Van Gieson out of the dugout. He'll say, "Thank you very much, Jace. You did what you could, but you are done." And looks like he's going to hand the ball to Bomber fans, giving Jace a nice salute as he retreats into right field. And it looks like Trey Henry is mounting the mound for the Bombers. All right, we'll give Trey a minute to warm up. All right, the boys watching Trey warm up. We will not get a throwdown at the end of this warm up. Trey with a real nice kind of semi-sidearm, real flat pitch. Might be a good change for the 14ers. Throw him off a little bit. Jace with a much more rounded delivery. Ball moves from about 10 feet to 10 feet high to about 4 feet high by the time it gets to the plate. A much different delivery from Trey. Ball stays relatively flat. All right, looks like Trey's ready. Again, a runner on second. 2 outs. That one fouled over the screen. Hits the building behind the plate. And once again, we have a umpire standing in our strike zone. That went a low outside pitch for a strike right on the corner. An excellent pitch from Trey, who has come in and gotten 2 quick strikes on his first batter. Trey does inherit the runner on second, but might not matter here as that pitch deep to right field ends up almost to the fence for a double. Stand-up double from the runner who brings in another run for the 14ers on the play, and the 14ers now up by 2. So the 14ers quickly score the runner who Trey inherited, and now Trey looking to limit the damage with a runner of his own on second. That ball in for a strike. Next pitch in for a strike. This batter, quite a large boy, 220 or 240 pounds, standing at about 6 feet tall. Hope he doesn't catch hold of one. He hits a chopper over to shortstop Mason, who makes the throw to first for the out, and the Bombers get out of the inning. Inning where Jace struggled to close out his 4th inning, and Trey comes in to rescue the Bombers and delivers some really good strikes. And the Bombers now down by 2 will need to generate some offense here in the bottom of the 4th inning in order to stay in this game. 11 minutes left to play. If the Bombers don't generate offense here and we start another inning before time expires, we will play that full inning because the Bombers are the home team. But if the Bombers spend 11 minutes here batting and time expires and then the Bombers are not in the lead, then we will have an end to the game. Jack Bride's leading off for the Bombers this inning. Looks at the first pitch for a strike. Takes a swing at the second pitch. That one goes out into right center field. And Jack on board with a base hit. The tying run comes to the plate with Trey Henry coming up to bat. Once again, the Bombers need 2 to continue the game. and 3 to win it as long as time expires. Bombers in the heart of the order. That one inside for ball 4, and Trey is aboard, bringing up Rhett Ekman. All right, Rhett, the go-ahead run. If Rhett comes around and scores without any outs, Bombers win this game as long as time expires before they retire 3. That ball high. Once again, a umpire standing in our strike zone. Another ball high. Runners advance on the play. So we got Jack Brides at third. And Trey Henry at second. Trey and Jack, a couple of fast runners, will be coming home aggressively if there is a base hit. Trey taking a generous lead, nobody holding him.
To try to help to draw it out. Well, it's there, but the
14ers probably can't hold Trey at second because if they throw down there, then Jack will come home. All right, Rhett Ekman, 3 balls, no strikes. That ball is strike. Sorry, that is our second strike. Now we have a full count. Full count, 3-2. 3-2 is the count. Here comes the payoff pitch. Rhett swings at a low outside pitch. Catcher throws down to third, trying to catch Jack off guard. Jack slides in safely. All right, Andy Dahl will look to tie the game up here with a swing of his bat. A base hit will probably score 2. Andy does hit it deep out into center field, but the runners will have to tag, and unfortunately that means we're only going to score 1 on the play. So the Bombers do get 1 on the sac fly deep to center by Andy Dahl. Trey Henry now on second base. The 14ers will look to have a conference on the mound, make sure that they know what they're doing. They are up by 1 here with 5 minutes left to play. All right, 14ers have settled on their approach here. Trey will need to watch out. No runner ahead of him now, so the 14ers free to try to hold him on second. The pitch comes home. Henry Gardner up to bat, takes the first pitch for a strike. Put it in play, Hank, put it in play, let's go. That ball outside. We got 1-1. Put it in play, Hank, put it in play. Henry looked to swing at that one. It was a little bit outside, so the count is now 2 balls, 1 strike. Henry puts it deep into left field. That is gonna, okay, he mishandled, and Trey is gonna come home, and the game is tied. The Bombers have tied the game at the bottom of the 4th inning. with a one base hit from Henry Gardner. Henry with a game-saving hit there. Henry representing the winning run. If Henry can come around, the Bombers win the game. 3 minutes left to play. That ball high, ball one. Henry, a conservative base runner, will be taking a pretty short lead off here. That ball low. And once again, Henry with a short lead off, going absolutely nowhere without a hit. Jace Verardi at the plate. Jace pitched 4 great innings. Really only struggled in the 4th inning, but will look to walk here, and the Bombers now have 2 aboard. So with 2 outs and the game tied, 2 minutes 30 seconds left on the game clock, we now have 2 Bombers on base. Henry Gardner on second, Jace Verardi on first, and Will hits a single, slow roller into left center. Henry rounding the base. Henry coming home. Will needs to slide. Henry out at the plate for the 3rd out, and the 4th. Wait, the ball was dropped. Wait, he's calling him safe. Henry does make the slide, and the Bombers have pulled into the lead. 1 minute 53 seconds left to play. The Bombers will now need to stay at bat for 1 minute and 53, 1 minute and 46 to win the game. Mason Chalupa up to bat. Mason with a foul tip, fouls it back to the screen. 14ers hustling, trying to pitch fast. That ball high. We have a 1-1 count. That ball right down the middle for a strike. Mason looking the whole time. We now have 2 strikes, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bombers up by 1, 56 seconds left to play. Mason fouls a ball straight up in the air. A collision between the pitcher and catcher in foul territory. Okay, time has expired, and that is the end of the game. The Bombers do win by 1. And the Bombers now celebrating with a really close game and quite an effort. The bats finally coming alive for the Bombers, and the team getting a well-earned win after struggling with the bats in the first game. All right, we'll shake hands, and we will call it a day. Here from the Aurora Sports Park, where the Bombers have defeated the 14ers in the second game of this tournament. Tournament shortened by snow yesterday. That will be the final game for this tournament. And we'll head out, and our next game, it looks like, is going to be, looks like next game will be Thursday. So tune in to the YouTube channel on Thursday. If you would please hit that bell icon while you're watching the game. That'll alert you. Make sure that you have the YouTube alerts set to all, so that we are we can alert you when we go live, and make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Subscribe to the channel, make sure that those alerts are on, and you will get notified when the Bombers go live Thursday at 5:30 p.m. Denver time. Again, here from Aurora Sports Park, where the Bombers have defeated the 14ers with a final score of 12-11.